Plastic is a problem. Since the beginning of plastic's mass production almost 60 years ago, 8.3 billion tons of plastic have been produced. Of the plastic produced, a whopping 6.3 billion tons becomes plastic waste. And out of all of the plastic that becomes waste, only 9% of that is recycled. If these trends continue, it's projected that by 2050, there will be more plastic in the oceans than fish.
Developing countries often don't have waste removal or recycle systems, with statistics showing 2 billion people live without waste collection and 3 billion live without controlled waste disposal. This results in developing countries accounting for nearly 70% of all ocean-bound plastic pollution, as the graphic shows, with countries like Indonesia and the Philippines polluting nearly 5 million tons of plastic. This doesn't go without consequences. Nearly 9 million people die annually from diseases caused by mismanaged waste and pollution. While these diseases come from mostly air-based pollution, 2 million of which resulted from water pollution causing diarrheal diseases and typhoid. These fatal statistics only show part of the story, since another billion people become ill each year from water-based pollution.
This process is for polyethylene terephthalate, also known as PET. Once plastic bottles are recycled, they can be transformed into polyester. Plastics are shredded to remove any moisture. These shreds are shipped to textile companies to be used for products. The plastic shreds are sorted to isolate the clear plastic, which allows for a crisp white thread, and the fibers can be dyed if desired. To further separate bottle caps and plastic labels, the remaining plastic is sent through a series of baths. The shreds then spend about 10 hours in rotating drums. They are released as plastic pellets.
The pellets are then sent through a rotating screw, which heats and melts the plastic to transform the plastic into a clump. It is then sent through a sieve to create long strings. These strings are then stretched and combined while being heated to bind fibers together and make the strands stronger. The strings are then torn apart to create a cotton-like fluff, which is the raw material needed to make polyester. The fluff then undergoes the carding process, which detangles and brushes the fibers together in the same direction to strengthen the thread. It is then teased out and collected on bobbins. A loom weaves the thread together to create a new sheet of polyester. The polyester can then be used to make various products such as shoes and shirts.
The process of converting plastic into fabric is very extensive, so the supply chain for products made of plastic-based fabric would be much more intricate than those made of organic fabrics like cotton or hemp. That being said, using plastic to produce fabric still has many advantages beyond just the environmental benefits.
Fabric made from recycled plastics have been implemented by clothing brands across the globe, but most notably by a startup company called Thread International. Thread's business model is to introduce plastic processing plants in countries like Haiti, where plastic waste is abundant and jobs are scarce. There, plastics from the landfill are recycled, transformed into thread, and then later made into backpacks by locals employed through the factory. Thread clearly exemplifies how innovation can wholly address the triple bottom line by combining economic, social, and environmental benefit. The creation of jobs and a desirable new product uplifts the Haitian and global economies. The reduction of landfill waste and new facilities in Haiti beautifies the landscapes and creates a new form of community. The repurposing of plastic waste reduces strain on ecosystems as well as natural resources.
Although there are many benefits to this engineering process, it is not without its trade-offs. When plastics are recycled, they are melted down, which releases volatile organic compounds and carbon emissions into the atmosphere, possibly harming nearby plant and animal life. Also, the chemical baths needed to strip unusable material result in chemical waste that, if not disposed of properly, can make its way back into the environment. Lastly, most plastics can be recycled 1 or 2 times before their quality degrades to where they are unusable in products, meaning proper disposal is still required at the end of the life cycle.